Today's video is brought to you by Oxido LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxido LED lighting, and here is some after Oxido LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxido LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. Today we're going to be talking about first cars. Now, my first car in particular, I was very fond of. That's why I decided to make this video, because I have some great memories of that vehicle, as I'm sure you do of yours. So, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell so you're notified when a new video gets posted, and leave a comment below letting me know what your first car was and any great memories that you might have with it. So let's just get started. My first car was a 1978 Volkswagen Suoer Beetle Convertible. Now, it wasn't your average VW convert. Mine was customized a little bit, as it had 4-inch extended fenders, which allowed for a square headlight versus the round. I would have preferred the round, but not much I could do because that's actually the way it came, and to put in a round headlight would have just been way too much work for me at the age of 14, I think was when I got it. And actually, it sat in the garage for about 2 years, and I sat in the car more often than not up until I actually got my license. I sat in things so much that my mom would come out with dinner and feed me in the car, bring me dinner in the car. And I would sit there and dry shift and practice using the clutch, and I'd listen to the radio. I don't know how many times I killed the battery listening to the radio, pretending I was driving somewhere. Just kind of fun, you know. I mean, it was my first car, and I was pretty excited to have it. I'd wanted it for quite a long time, and when I finally got it, you could not drag me out of the thing. You know, Volkswagen Bugs did not have a lot of power per se. They actually had a 96 cubic inch engine, which was like a 1.6 liter. And, you know, that's not a whole lot. It actually only had like 48 horsepower and about 73 foot-pounds of torque, which isn't a whole lot, but, you know, it was enough for me as a youngster, and it made me feel pretty cool driving to school and back and that, and to work and whatnot. It was definitely a head-turner. A lot of fond memories in that car. I actually got pulled over once by a state trooper because I took the front license plate off. It just didn't fit the car. Sometimes you don't notice a front license plate, but you definitely notice when it looks out of place. And on this particular setup, it looked out of place. So I took it off, had it up in the windshield, and I'd picked a buddy of mine up in the morning. We were heading to school, and we took the long way just so I could drive further. When I got pulled over by a state trooper, and first thing he said to me when he came up to the window was, "Nice car, whose is it?" Like, what kind of question is that? Did he think I stole the thing? Did he think, you know, I don't know what the heck he thought. I'm like, well, thanks, you know, for the compliment, and it's mine. Been driving it for the entire summer now. It's mine. You have to have noticed it drive around. I usually take the same way every day. So I was a little stunned by that, and he informed me that by Minnesota state law, you must have a license plate on the front of your car, which I didn't really want to argue with them at the time, but you don't need a front license plate necessarily. Now, there's a lot of hot rods and street rods and things, and growing up with a lot of those over my entire life, 90% of the cars, the classic cars that we did have as a kid growing up, didn't have front license plates. weren't required. Heck, some cars even only came with one brake light on one side of the vehicle. So there is some sort of ordinance that you can look up due to the Minnesota Street Rod Association looking out for the rights of all hot rodders and laws and things like that. That definitely states that if it detracts from the appearance of the front of your vehicle, you don't need one. But like I said, I wasn't going to argue with them. I didn't want to be late for school. I didn't want to have to deal with the cop, so I just wanted to get the situation over with and be on my way. He told me that I told him that the bolts vibrated off and it fell off, and I didn't want to lose it, so I threw it in the trunk, or the frunk because it's in the front. And I got out, I opened it, I showed him that I had the plate, and I showed him the little brackets and everything. But so it wasn't a big issue. He just told me that the next time he sees this vehicle, it damn well better have a front license plate on, or we're going to have an issue. I said, hey, no problem. Not a big deal. Let's let me be on my way and have a great day and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, once I got going, my buddy goes, do you know who that was? I said, no. And he said, that's our math teacher's husband. Oh, okay, excellent. Well, then the following day, the math teacher actually pulled me aside and asked me if I had gotten that taken care of, which I thought was completely inappropriate for her to say something to me about that. Regardless, it is what it is. But yeah, this little car, it had big meats on the back, Porsche rims, some little skinnies up front, kind of tubbed out a little bit. It did have a little bit of work done to the motor, but nothing real performance-wise. It had dual exhaust. It was just a cute little cruiser, definitely a head turner. And I'm going to go ahead and show you a few pictures of that now. I don't have a whole lot of photos of the vehicle, but this is what I have, and I hope you enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little look at my first car. Like I said, it was just a cool little cruiser, and I enjoyed driving the hell out of it. So please go ahead and leave a comment below on let me know what you thought of the car, and let me know what your first car was. I really love hearing those kind of stories, and everybody's kind of got one and has some kind of crazy memory in that car. But that's going to do it for today's video. As always, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.